Hi, change venue. I am outside. I'm actually waiting to get inside the pop-up store of Muse, but I was told I need to wait like 2 hours because there's 450 people ahead of me. That's Park Jimin for you. While I'm doing that, I am in a park very close to the venue. It's a small one, and I'll show you a little bit of it. Very, very cute, very clean. I'll show you a little bit of it after the video. I just wanted to give you an update. There is a new dispatch report alleging that the five members of New Jeans were really signed under Source Music and were slated to debut under Source Music. I may be switching the names of Fierin and Yein. Okay, Minji was the first one that they signed in 2018. They found Hani through the Plus Global audition. And then Hyerin, they she was street casted. She was at the time training under another agency, but the CEO of Source Music, So Sung Jin, convinced the parents. After a while, the parents called Source Music and they signed her. Source Music signed her. Yain, she was also training for another agency, I believe. But for sure, So Sung Jin also spoke to her parents directly. And then Daniel was trainee under YG Entertainment and they got her. Now they were already ready with attention in 2018. 2021. They were ready to debut the group. But Min Heejin, who was in charge of branding, kept on delaying the brand plans and brand documents upon the advice of her shaman. Apparently, she spent like 4 to 5 million on her shaman March to April of 2020 or 2021. And she kept on delaying it for 8 months. At some point, she was contemplating just putting up her own agency. She was going to ask Hyde to invest 30% and then Kakao another 30%, and then she would take care of the rest. But her shaman advised her to use the money of Bang Chiyok and Hyde, which is what happened. Eventually, she convinced Hyde that it would be better if she just puts if she actually has her own agency and she would take the five girls. Now, she vehemently denies all of it. She said this is false and she was going to sue everybody who's distributing false information. So, in all fairness, we have not gotten any report from her. She hasn't released a statement. That is all that we know, that she vehemently denies everything. That's my first update. Second update, the CEO of Kakao, has been arrested. So it took the judge about 3 hours or 3.5 hours to review 220-page PowerPoint document submitted by the prosecutor, proving that there is that he actually knows about the purchase of SM Entertainment and how it was going to be purchased. So their argument is that at the very least, he knew how they were going to purchase it. Basically, they were going to artificially manipulate the stock price by asking their PF, the private equity firm, to buy more shares. So originally they were alleging that he knew they were going to purchase SM Entertainment. He just didn't know how. So essentially, they were trying to free him of responsibility. But the prosecutor proved that there were text messages with him in it, so he knew about the way they were going to purchase it, which, as I've said, involves artificially manipulating the stock price. So he was detained in the southern district. They issued the warrant, and he is going to stay there until they bail him out. Now, the judge said that it is important for him to do it quick, to issue the arrest warrant quickly, because there is a risk of him leaving the country and also destroying some pieces of evidence. So we don't know what's going to happen. We know also that there are some other people, some executives of Kakao, that were also going to be arrested, and or at least they were some. There's a case. A request to issue an arrest warrant was also issued against these five executives in Kakao. That's it. That is my update. Is I am obviously in Seoul, Korea. So if there's anything new, I will try to update you as quickly as possible. But just know that everything that I am reporting, all the sources will be in the description box. So I'm also getting it from media in Korea. I don't have any direct link to these people, but I will try to gather as many information from as many sources as I can. And if there is new information, whether in from any party, I will try to relay it as quickly as I can. All right, I will have to check my email. Maybe it's already my turn, and I'll update you. I will also be showing some videos. If I am allowed to shoot videos inside, I'll take some videos and I'll show you how it looks inside. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. If you ended up liking this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And also share the video if you can. That's really helping my channel. Also, follow me on Patreon. There is a free tier if you don't want to pay. Also, follow me on X or Twitter and on Instagram. Thank you. I appreciate you all.